Alright guys, this is the Ducati 2019 1260S Touring Edition. One of the most awesome bikes in the touring class out today. I'm going to do a quick walk around. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, give this video a like, and I will get into it and see you on the flip side. Thanks again, guys. Who sees my V4 in the background looking kind of good and sexy? Woohoo! Alright guys, so today we have the 2019 Multistrada 1260S Touring. So this bike does come with the bags, comes with electronic suspension, all the goodies. Can't wait to get on this thing. Just from sitting on it, I am kind of excited because it's super comfortable. Like, I can flat foot this bike, which is kind of strange for a bike of this size. You're usually tiptoeing, but I am excited to get on and see what it can do. Now, as far as statistics, I'm going to pull this up real quick to make sure I get them right. 158 horsepower. We've got 95.5 foot-pounds of torque. The seat height is, depending on the model, 825 to 845 millimeters. It does have cornering ABS, traction control, and wheelie control. This specific one does have heated grips, looks like up here. On the left side, it's your standard Ducati controls, just like my V4 over there. But let's go ahead and give it a go. So with the fob in your pocket, you twist to the left. It does have this fob. Let me grab it. The fob looks like this. Standard Ducati. It does have a manual key that pops out. That's cool. And then to turn it on, flip that up and fire it up. You do have hand guards as well. If you look down at my feet, I am virtually flat-footed. I am on a little bit of a hill, but not much. You have this small windscreen as well. Looks like it's in a good position for me. As far as menu and stuff, it's the same as the TFT display on my V4 over there. This side goes up and down towards your this is your cruise control, and then the mode side takes you through your gas range miles, your 2 trip things, your speed averages, your miles per gallon, the air temperature, and then right into your settings menu. So if you do want to change the mode, over here you hold down the mode button. You have urban mode, enduro mode, touring mode, and sport mode. So that changes some default settings with your electronic suspension. Today I am going to start in touring mode, and we will go ahead and give it a try from here, guys. Let's do it. Alright, so just the first impression is it's very, very smooth. The seat is comfortable. It's definitely got some torque. I can feel that. So if you guys are into this upright bike with power, this would be a great bike to compare with the 1200 or 1250 GS from BMW. It's kind of Ducati's response to that. Get my helmet down here so I can hear a little bit better. This is the competition to BMW's adventure bikes, and Ducati does make a Multistrada that is bigger than the 1250 Adventure, keep in mind. Very different bikes though. There's just so many things that are nuances from Ducati to BMW. The feel is very different with the engine. The Boxer engine is a much different feel than this. The controls are a lot different. Let's see what we got down here. Looks like we have some sort of lock function. I'll have to see what that is as well. As you can see, I do have get some fuel indicator right there. I have a little bit. Should have enough for this ride. And other than that, I'm going to start with some handling and then try to give it some power to see what it feels like, and then take it on the highway. The turning feels really great. It does have quite a bit of torque that feels awesome. This thing does rev to 11. TFT display is color as well, which is really cool. It feels really smooth going through the gears. Do have an auto blipper going down as well. It's really nice. Wow. The auto blipper and the quick shift on Ducatis is just next level. Just love them. As you can see, this bike has 1 mile on it, so I will not be doing anything crazy on it today. This is a demo bike, so I'm out at Garcia Moto today, like always. If you guys want to come out and test drive a new 2019 1260S Multistrada, the Touring Edition, like I said, this one comes with bags. You can come on out, give this one a go. It I would say never buy a bike until you can sit on it, see how it feels, but there's not a lot of dealerships that'll actually let you take them on a test drive. And look at here, you have the best European motorcycles in the world that you can drive and decide which one you want. And in my opinion, once you go European, you'll probably never go back. I do have to mention the seat on this is very nice. The mirrors are gigantic as well. Again, this is my first time on this motorcycle. Never been on a Multistrada in my life. I was on a small equivalent of this bike in the BMW S1000 XR. I don't know if that pops up. It probably does. But it's more towards the feel of like a GS to me. It feels completely smooth. Gosh, it feels good turning. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a large version. Not large. It's not a big bike by any means. It reminds me of the 950 SP Hyper Motard, but like a big brother. It's got that flickability. Just ready to go. So this is a great touring motorcycle, I can already tell. It's so incredibly smooth going side to side. You guys will have to come out and try this bike, just like how it feels is doing this. It's just floating on the pavement. Alright, let's see what it's like getting up to speed in a regular traffic scenario. Alright. Got the quick shifter. And going over. Turn signal is easy to get to. Oh yeah. So on the highway, it's very comfortable. All of the crazy gusts of wind are getting redirected around me. And again, I'm not going to check this while I'm riding, but I believe this front windscreen looks like it can be raised up to go up over your head even more. I would honestly probably keep it down like this because I have complete visibility. It's hitting me like right here in the forehead. It's not hitting my jaw of the helmet down at all. So with this windshield configuration, I'm only getting hit with half of it. So it does have two other modes, like I said. I'm going to change lanes, give it a little pop. Gosh, this thing goes up to speed. Woo! It's a fun bike. So right now I'm going to go and change it to good old sport mode. Close the throttle. And the throttle response changed a good bit in sport mode. What would I compare this to? It's like I said, it's a big version of the but it doesn't feel big. You sit actually lower on this, but it has a longer wheelbase, if that makes sense. But it would be a direct competitor to like a 1200 GS, but I don't have any bias to one or the other. Like, I love BMW, I love Ducati. I have one of both, personally. So I think it's more about a feeling. They do feel very, very different to me. Like, the engine, the grips are very textured in this bike as well. I don't know if you can see that, but they have this checking in them. It grabs a hold of your hand. It'll definitely grab a hold of your glove for sure. But this does have Bluetooth as well, it looks like. And did I say cruise control? I'm trying to see what this is. It looks like you hold it down for some sort of suspension. Also, which is cool with this bike, your reservoirs are really easily accessible. It's not in that large blocky type fixture. I actually do prefer the open fixture like this. It looks killer. I do like the touch of this ignition that doesn't work unless you have the fob nearby. That is I never thought we would see that in motorcycles, but here we are. Crazy cool TFT displays. Let's go into the menu. To riding mode, info mode, you do have a pin code, lap mode, backlight, date clock, units, service, tire calibrations, load mode, Bluetooth, turn indicators, and info. Okay, like that's not enough for you. I'm gonna get out of that. You guys can come in and explore that computer if you want, but I'm interested in how this bike performs. Traffic, brakes work really well. Like I said, this does have electronic suspension, which is awesome touch. Makes you not have to manually adjust anything. Ooh, the exhaust does start popping in sport mode. So this thing has more than enough horsepower for its size. I imagine it really opens up when you actually break this thing in. Like, I'm not going to do anything and take this thing over an RPM that it shouldn't be at, but this thing has a way enough power to do virtually anything you want. Very comfortable, like I've said. I don't feel any heat issues so far. I've only been on it about 15 minutes, but there are some Ducati bikes that, you know, notoriously have some heat issues, mainly the sport bikes. I don't feel like that with this. So if you look down, you have this outlet here. So if you want to mount your phone up here, you'll be able to charge it directly without, you know, linking up to your battery or anything. Very comfortable to ride in a traffic situation. Now usually you'll have to down tune, but sport is not like way too twitchy. Now it's a little bit sensitive, but it is sport mode. You want it to be a little bit twitchy. The handling is just unreal. It feels even more nimble than my previous S1000 XR, which had extremely good handling, by the way. Now it could just be because I don't know what it is. It feels like the bike is super light when you're up on it, but at the same time, when you look at it, it's a big bike. It's kind of a weird thing. It's like you almost wouldn't imagine what you're on. Gosh, I just want to drive this thing around. I could easily see myself taking this thing on like a 300 plus mile day and not even feel weird getting off of it. Ooh, I have a friend. That's a lot of exhaust he's got. And I can't find much to say about this bike because it's so comfortable just cruising around. Like, it's not something you want to get on and just pin it. It just feels so good just driving around town. Now, everyone probably watching this video that would get this bike would probably just be a touring motorcycle or a commuting motorcycle. Just keep that in mind. Like, I don't think anyone that's buying this bike is going to be doing stunt shows, even though this thing can probably do it. It's not going to have super sport speed, but it has way more speed than you think it does. I mean, it's 165 horsepower. That's ridiculous. I do like that it has the range miles wise, so you can see how close you are to running out of gas, because on my V4S it just gives me a light and I'm like, well, gotta play the lottery, how far can I get, kind of thing. But you have this digital gas gauge down here plus the range indicator. As you can see, it says 19 miles left. You have hazards right here. Your neutral indicator is actually a part of the TFT display, which is nice. You do have the other gear indicator over here to the right. And as always, Ducati with the nice touch of the Italian flag right there. Just a quick note, guys, this does have Brembo brakes on it. Important kind of thing to discuss. Brake levers and the clutch are adjustable depending on your hand length. I do have small hands, so the regular length works for me. I do have to reach a little bit, but usually I would have it in a little bit more. Well, guys, as we wrap up with this video today, my Garcia Moto, best European motorcycle shop in North Carolina. Come on by and ride one of these insane machines, and if it's this 1260S, it might be after you get your hands on it. Gosh, the auto blipper is so good on this. I mean, the smoothness of this bike is just ridiculous. Alright guys, this is the Ducati 2019 1260S Touring Edition. One of the most awesome bikes in the touring class out today. I'm going to do a quick walk around. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, give this video a like, and I will get into it and see you on the flip side. Thanks again, guys.